So let's just double check that everything's cool, right? I got an orange to finish off my breakfast, but I don't know if rice and eggs is healthy for breakfast. I know eggs are, cholesterol and stuff, but they're typical for breakfast. Anyway, so to be a recruit, right, you have to have Discord with the mic and the ability to speak English with an Elder Adventurer achieved and Elder Reaver achieved in the game. Right, which isn't too much to ask for. That means like you played the game for about a week, you've done some dungeons, you collected a little bit of fame, right? You might not know what you're doing, but at least you have the ability to ride a tier 8 mount and use a tier 8 bag, right? An Elder Reaver means you can ride elite mounts, which is pretty significant towards like transports and helping with faction fame farming and stuff. So I think those are pretty low level requirements, but they help a lot. You know what I mean? And what that does is it gives you access to our guild, all the voice channels, all the text channels that guild members have access to. And you get a 3-day preliminary membership to the guild. So it's like a trial run to make sure that you're a good fit for our guild and that our guild's a good fit for you. And then after that, you become a sage, right? Which is the normal guild member. And then that means that you just have to pass your 3-day preliminary trial and your guild application has to be approved. There's no Discord benefits to that because you don't get any more further permissions into the channels or anything. But at that point, you have the ability to invite other recruits to the guild, right? And we start to teach you how we make money as a guild, and we give you an economic mentorship for another 3 days, right? Once you've gotten tier 4 in all gathering skills, you are sage and a gatherer at the same time. You get both ranks. And what happens is like you get access to the producer's channel, which is a comprehensive step-by-step guide to assist you in becoming a producer because you've already become a gatherer in the guild. That will as well as it'll help you become a producer as well as streamline your progress to become more proficient in gathering and refining, leading to almost triple your profits for all your gathered resources, right? And this is part of the economic mentorship that we give you. So we explain how this works and why it works the way it does and why it's the most efficient way to gather and to refine. And then whenever you become a gatherer and a normal member, you get access to all the guild islands, which we have 9 of. We have guild islands in all 5 royal cities, and we give you access to the refining plots in the guild island at a very low refining cost, allowing you to maximize your profits from the bonus return of consumed raw material resources from that city, right? And then once you're tier 5 in all gathering, okay, you get access to the artisan channel, which is a comprehensive step-by-step guide to assist you in becoming an artisan, and it also helps you streamline your progress in being proficient in crafting items instead of refining items. And then we teach you how to level from tier 5 to tier 6 gathering safely, right? And you if you're tier 5 in all gathering, you should be tier 5 in our guild loadout, which allows you to go with you should be closer to tier 6, right? Which allows you to go to Avalonian Roads parties in our guild loadout, and that will allow you to benefit. That's what I was gonna do. I need to edit this. Okay. With master. What is this? Come on. Let me tag it. Why is it not letting me tag it? Oh. Alright. Sorry. This one. Achieved. Alright, boom. Alright, that looks good. Save. Okay. So, it allows you access to the artisan channel, which is a comprehensive step-by-step guide to assist you in becoming an artisan in the guild, as well as streamlining your progress to become proficient in crafting items instead of refining items, and teaching you how to level from tier 5 to tier 6 gathering safely within the Avalonian roads if you have the tier 6 Master Sage achieved within the guild. And permission to join the roads parties. Actually, this part should probably go behind that. Copy. X. Back. If okay, there you go. Avalonian Roads parties if the master tier, a master stage has been achieved, right? Also, it gives you access to detailed information that will help you reach tier 6 in all refining skills quickly and efficiently, further increasing your profits. And then in-game, you get access to all crafting plots, not refining plots, within the Guild Islands at a very low cost, maximizing profits, and you get the bonus return rate consumed for refined materials within that city. And then the Artisan channel, tier 6 refining, right? As well as tier 6 in all gathering skills. So it's 6 and 6 in refining and gathering. At that point, you're not going to get any more Discord permissions in the channels or anything, but you will get more in-game access to guild hideouts in the Blacklands, which I should change to zones.
What if you're on less titles already?
Black zones, allowing you to have a safe location to set home to while gathering tier 6 and tier 8 up to tier 8.3 resources in the black zones. And it changes to zones. With a secure bank and a higher bonus return rate on refining and crafting compared to the Royal Continent, as well as a very large increase to your fame gain for all activities in the game, right? So once you become an artisan, right? But if you're a guild member and you don't like to gather and stuff, you can just become a tier 4.3 adept sage. Instead of normal sage, you can become an adept sage. It means you have to have the preliminary trial done, and you have to achieve the gatherer, which is like the bare minimum gathering rank, which is just tier 4 and everything, or at least four gathering skills. This gives you access to the channel like normal, but what it also does is it gives you a free tier 3 or tier 4.3 excellent quality guild loadout of your choice, and then it also gives you access to joining our faction fame parties. So that way you can fame this set that we give you up faster, right? Because if you're just a normal member, you can invite other players, and you can start to learn how to become a gatherer, but you can't join the faction fame farming, right? And then once you achieve like 10 out of 100 mastery in the guild loadout, you get access to yellow zone group dungeon parties, which are a lot more fun and a lot more profitable, right? And then 30 out of 100, you become a master sage instead of an expert sage, and you get access to Avalonian road parties, access to red zone group dungeon parties, access to red zone ganking, red zone transport parties to Carleon and back, and then access to GVG experiences, so you can go and help defend our hideouts and our territories. And then 60 out of 100, you get access to black zone ganking parties, black zone transport parties, and black zone group dungeon parties, and you can still participate in GVG. Whenever you get tier 8 Elder Sage instead of Grand Master Sage, which is 100 and 100 mastery in our guild loadout, you get access to being invited to Crystal League parties, hardcore expeditions, black zone static dungeon fame farming parties, which is the most efficient fame in the game other than hardcore expeditions, and then access to black zone gathering parties, which means you're roaming around and gathering like tier 8 tier 7 as a group, and you're like anti-ganking, you know what I mean? And then you also get to join officer parties in the GVG, so your immediate party of 5 is going to be more veteran and just higher tier in their experience and player skill and everything like that. And then you can apply to be a guardian, which is an officer, and you get helper permissions in the Discord, and then all of the permissions you've earned in the game. And then High Council is a moderator, so you get moderator permissions in the Discord, and then you have like authority over anybody else. So if you're like an elder sage, right, and you're an artisan, but you are also a High Council elder sage, then you have authority over the other elder sages, right? Or if you're just an artisan and you're a guardian artisan, right, then you have authority over the other artisans. Even if you're not like an elder sage, you're like a master sage or an expert sage or something. And then the war master is appointed only, so you have to apply. And you get to be able to withdraw siphon energy, attack territory hideouts. You can kick people from GVG because you're the coordinator and like literally the shot caller for like all of GVG. You can claim a territory. You can view chest logs, so that way you can moderate in-game actions. And then you can create Crystal League registrations and start a new Crystal League team for the guild, because that's your job, right? And then a Coin Master is an application only. You can claim a territory, build buildings, because buildings are required for refining and crafting, and you're the economy master. And then you can access the guild mail, so you can check like trade deals or alliance requests or whatever from other guilds, and then you can manage that because that's an economic and political activity for the guild. And then you can create access tags, which means you can give like a specific chest that has multiple tabs. You can give like one role or one rank in our guild access to one tab instead of the whole chest, and you can manage all that. And then you can manage guild chests, so you can create or delete different guild tabs to like sort things out and like also separate permissions and access rights. And then you can view chest logs to make sure nobody is like doing anything they're not supposed to, right? They're depositing what they should and they're withdrawing what they should. And then the right hand can do pretty much everything, including manage guild loadouts and declare a headquarters and manage islands, and you know, all that stuff. But that's a application only. So those are all of our ranks, all of our benefits in the guild. And we're going to be recruiting for the next like 2 or 3 weeks before the season starts. And I just really hope everybody understands all that. If you have any questions, join the guild, ask me, message me in the voice chat. And we'll see you in the game.